to Ezeria. It's a normal day. You guys are all at the marketplace. It's actually a fairly nice day today. The sun is out, a few clouds in the sky. There's quite a bit of hubbub of the noise of the people all around exchanging items here and there. You can hear people, buying and selling things such as chickens and cloth and wood and ships, and the occasional illegal transactions also heard, hushed in the shadows. But this marketplace isn't exactly uncommon for that to be happening at. A lot of people do make their way here in order to do shadier things, mostly picking pockets. I mean, this is the center of trade world after all, and this is where almost all the trade goes down here in Seaport. You guys have your own reasons, whatever they be, for being here in the marketplace. You could take a second, and you guys actually, none of you have met each other yet, so why are you in the marketplaces? We'll start off with Yananoli. Why are you in the marketplace?
Mainly looking for work. My last crew fell to some other pirates, so looking for work, looking for trade. I'm a fairly skilled fighter, obviously.
Yeah. And, Gruck, what are you doing in the marketplace?
I killed a man that was in service of the god Biori, and, well, he was pissed at me and told me I had to atone for my actions. He sent me here.
And most populated area of the city makes sense. Especially, I guess, if you're going to go on a killing spree? Or is that yet?
That's how you have to atone.
I'm not supposed to.
Oh, okay. Okay, so you're trying to atone for it. Okay. Saxon, what are you doing in the marketplace?
I just moved here. I'm looking to apply my trade somewhere a little bigger than the tiny, backwoods village that I grew up in.
No, makes sense.
What's that trade?
I am a storyteller.
Vol, what are you doing in the marketplace? Are you kidding me? We lost your sound. We'll come back to you. Thorn, what are you doing in the marketplace?
Alright, I'm back. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Right.
I'm in town. I'm in search for somebody, and I heard his last known locations were here.
Okay.
Thought he through this town recently.
Do you want to try investigating, asking around, maybe, seeing if you know anything about this person you're looking for, or do you want that to just come out later on?
I'll ask around the local shopkeepers.
Okay. There is a plethora to choose from, so quite a few you can talk to.
I'll start with the fishermen.
Okay. Yeah, there's a few of them over there, fresh fish.
I walk up to one of them, but I ask if they had seen a man wearing a brown hat.
He looks at you blinking for
Like
a
a brown
moment,
hood, like a hood.
and he starts
Long
looking
gray
out.
beard.
Okay, that's something more. I can work with that.
Can you hear me?
Yes,
I think I've got a green hat on.
Yes.
Just a brown hat is a little common around these places. As for keep going, the beard doesn't help narrow it down either yet.
Can you guys still hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sweet.
Alright, thanks anyway. And then I just walk away, and I just go looking around.
Okay. Alright, so you guys are all just there for your own business. There is posting boards for job seekers. Mostly, most of the jobs on there are actually dealing with dock loaders or basically hard workers for a ship. Muscle, not combat-wise, but, labor-wise.
Pass.
Are any of these ships looking for cooks?
Oh, let's find out. Yes, actually, there is a ship that's looking for a cook.
Sweet diggity, sign me up.
It is, the Bahalum.
Bahalum?
Bahalum is the name of the ship. So, you know, things are going pretty normally here in the day. Massive amounts of gold exchanging between hands. Massive amount of items. Honestly, for anybody that's been here before, or longer than just literally getting off the boat, as some people, this is a very normal day here. Very normal in that fashion. The marketplace is crowded. Everybody's bumping into the people slightly. Vol, give me a perception check. There we go. Alright. Alright, yeah. Goes right by. Thorn, give me a perception check on that. Or give me a perception check as well. Okay, you see this, this one man walking around. He's obviously not human, but he has some human blood in him. He seems oblivious to the fact that the lady next to him just had her coin purse stolen by a cut person. Just walked by, took it without even knowing, and like almost right in his eyesight, but just low enough that he didn't catch it. So common things happening like that all over the place. There is a small area where there is a guy up on a pedestal, makeshift. It's a box, literally. He's standing on it, and he is preaching that the end is near. Everybody knows this guy. He comes here every day, and always is preaching doom, gloom, and the apocalypse.
Yep, totally there. I would, if I hear him, I would also listen in.
And he's just talking about how the faithlessness of the world, the wandering away from the faiths, we are dooming ourselves. The gods are angry with us. They are going to take away everything we love. They will come down from on high and destroy this place. We must atone for our actions.
Ow.
Going on with rhetoric like that as he's going through. As he's continuing to boast all this stuff, a slight tremor happens across the ground. Small earthquake. People kind of stop. Everything quiets down for a moment. People look around a little bit. Just go back around their day again. Not unheard of to have an earthquake here on the island. Just they're not usually too bad. So, they start going back about their business, and about another minute or so later, and the ground quakes again, much more fiercely this time. A few people actually are knocked over in this point. How are you guys reacting to this?
That depends. Am I one of the people knocked over?
Give me a dexterity check. No, you're able to hold your footing. It seems like mostly people that were carrying heavy loads were losing their balance. A few women that are wearing shoes that aren't practical for walking fell as well. They seem to have a very specific profession.
Is there somebody near me who had happened to fall down?
Yeah, there's a couple. A guy, actually, is the one closest to you that fell down. He was carrying a barrel, and from the smell of it as it breaks open a little bit from the impact, it did have ale in it, which is now slowly leaking out.
I shall attempt to help him to his feet and, plug the hole.
With?
Oh?
You help him to with your mouth, you said? I'm making sure I heard that right. Okay, so
Yeah.
you help him to your feet, and you're like, what do you say exactly? Before you do, or do you just literally help him up and just get down and start chugging?
Well, yeah. There's a word I'm looking for, and my brain is not working right now.
Booze.
Yeah, that's pretty much all that's in there. I just feel like, hooray! And, you know.
So you're like helping this guy to his feet and kind of pulling him past you so that you can get to the barrel quicker as you go in and start to enjoy the wares. Another gentleman who appears to be younger in age, probably about 14 years old. He is dressed in clerical robes, comes by and he puts his hand on the barrel and casts something and then just keeps walking as the hole closes up. You realize he casts mending on it, and you did get a good, probably, a good few good swigs out of it, but nothing that was satisfying. Counterspell? You wish you had it. Although you could probably just counterspell and reopen the hole yourself.
I mean, there's that, but nah.
As he's walking away, and you're looking, I'm assuming, a little disappointed,
Yeah.
the ground shakes yet again. This time enough that I need everybody to make dexterity saving throws. And Saxon, you will have advantage, so give me one more roll, because you're kind of on your knees from drinking the ale. Alright, didn't help. You do fall down.
Strong ale.
Strong ale. Vol and Clean Sweep. You two are the only ones that are able to hold your footing. The ground shakes so hard, almost everybody else falls over. There's probably only about a dozen people that are still standing upright at this point. Were you trying to sing something, Robert? We lost your sound. That is, like, ridiculously depressing. Alright, you're like, yes it is. It's kind of breaking the flow.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Thank God.
Alright. Good, it all stayed the way it was. So everybody falls down. Like I said, there's probably only about a dozen people that are still standing upright. People are grabbing onto some of the stands to hold themselves up. I need perception checks from everybody.
Perception, you said?
Perception. Saxon, you're still a little preoccupied by the large thing of ale in front of you. And you don't notice that all of a sudden at least don't notice the start of it. You'll notice that once it starts going a little more. You'll notice that one of the buildings on the northern side of the square just all of a sudden crumbles down, exploding outward. Rubble actually crushing a few people. As this is when you will actually look up, you can see what appears to be a spectral foot, the size of the building, that has just stepped into that spot. And with that, the ground again shakes violently to the point that cracks start appearing in the ground, and a small amount of mist seems to be pouring out of the cracks. Looking up, as I'm assuming everybody will, trying to see where this leg goes, they can see towering above you guys, taller than the mountains in the area here, appears to be a man clad in armor that resembles what's worn most frequently in Thorburn. Knowledge religion checks for anybody looking at that or interested.
Hey, that's my people.
That is your people.
Oh yeah.
You do have advantage since it is your religion, though.
I don't know where I am.
You're just like, what?
No, I don't know.
For anybody that got greater than a 15, which is almost everybody, you will realize that's Thor. And He's looking out towards sea as you see another step coming, and what appears to be a large spear that he just kind of deflects himself as another spectral image is coming through. With the same checks there, we'll just go with that. The person appears to be from Previa, very much kind of the armor style there, and most people are assuming right away that it is Ares. As these two deities that have not been seen in over a century are fighting above the marketplace and above the city, they don't seem to take any notice to any of the people here whatsoever. The one guy that was preaching doom and gloom is just going there going, say! As all this is happening, I mean, this is all, a split second for all that happening there. You'll notice that the mist starts to congeal and actually form into creatures. And the creatures resemble basically like a small dog size, but they have long, thin noses and two sets of wings. So 4 wings altogether. And they immediately start to buzz, moving towards people to attack. What do you do?
Time to kill my family.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna defend myself if they come at me.
I'm gonna actually stand and observe a little bit on their fighting styles and movements.
I'm gonna charge into the closest person being attacked and defend them.
Alright.
Oh man, I'm going to also protect the innocents around me.
Go ahead. Let's all roll initiative. Remember to click your token before you roll, as it will help with putting it straight into it.
Putting it straight into it.
Who has not rolled?
I have not. Give me 1 second, sorry.
Okay. No, not a problem. I was just trying to see who it was. Did you find
Are the
your character?
creatures already on the map, or are we not seeing them yet?
No, they are on the map.
Are they the little things chasing the people?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Okay.
man, it's-
I don't suppose you'd let me re-roll being mine was so bad. Mulligan.
Alright, so people are screaming, running all about. A couple of them, as these things come out, they do have a surprise round, do latch on to a couple people and start sucking. And the person does fall over and start convulsing pretty quickly. You can see it is literally draining their life force, aka the blood from their body. So, there are people that are running. Attempting to run away from these things as quickly as they possibly can. Other people are cowering. Or are dead already.
Cowards.
Vol. There is
I'm
one
going
over to your left,
Oh.
to the east. You can see that has just unlatched itself from a person who is laying on the ground still twitching from the sudden blood loss and attack.
Okay, is the person just twitching there? You said.
Yes. You can also hear buzzing to the south and the east. Although it is kind of hard to pick it up, truthfully, through
Please
everything.
ignore that.
Okay. Because there is screams and panic, people running every which way. Most of the marketplace is cleared out after the spectral foot landed. They ran out. But the few that were in shock are now running as these creatures are attacking.
I'm going to just move closer to that person and observe.
Okay, go ahead and move. Okay. And you're just gonna watch?
Yeah, I want to see what happens if anything happens, because
Okay.
I don't recognize these creatures, so I'm curious to know what they do.
Saxon. Everything is physically represented. You are the closest of the group, actually, to the smashing of the building. Actually, the barrel that's right here was the one you were latched onto for a moment. When the spectral foot jumped, you kind of jumped back and observing everything now a little bit more so. You can hear the buzzing of these creatures and the stomping and running and screams from people. Like I said, it is physically represented. You can see where attacks are and where they're going to happen from where you're at with the basic perception that you have.
Okay. I'm gonna just fire off an Eldritch Blast at that guy. Did you see the ping?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Well, that sucks.
So you turn, and in the chaos, you throw the bolt, but it goes quite a bit high, screeching right past it, slamming into the ground, or into the wall behind you, behind it over in this area here, leaving a nice scorch mark from the Eldritch Blast. Is there anything else you'd like to do? Move, or do you have a bonus action of any sort right now?
Yeah, I'm just gonna try to move towards that one.
Okay.
To put myself in the way of the innocent bystander.
Okay. So one of the things we went over, Pink, when you is that we're not doing a grid system. So pick up your character, hold it down, hit spacebar, and that'll give you the ruler as you move. So just keep it at 30 feet. It opens up more possibilities and strategy. So, all right. So you've moved there. Is there anything else you need to do?
That's a kid, right?
Actually, it's a halfling.
That's a halfling.
Yes. You thought it was a child, but as you got closer, you realized that actually is a younger halfling. Probably in his early 20s, but it is a halfling.
If I can, like, reach out and start to move that guy behind me, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, you can do that. I'll let you use 10 feet of your movement speed to push him behind you.
Okay, because I only moved 20 feet.
Yeah. So you can push him right to there.
Okay.
All right.
And then I'll call it. I'm good.
Thorn. There's creatures all about. You can hear them zipping about. People are screaming. There is one that you just watched literally unlatch itself and move a little bit away from the person it just literally drained. And it's you can see it, but as it's buzzing, it's looking back and forth between you and another halfling that's cowering behind some boxes over there.
I'm going to. Can I do a perception check to see if it has any weaknesses?
Absolutely.
This creature.
I'll
do one of those.
The wings on them do seem to be smaller, from what you can see, possibly targeting that. You're guessing that they really don't have a lot of toughness about them. You can probably drop them pretty easy. They're probably just a little harder to hit. If you wanted to know more, though, you can see if your character knows more about the creature itself. That would be a knowledge nature check.
Knowledge in nature?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll do that.
You recognize it. These things are called sturge. They're basically giant mosquitoes. Past that, you're really not too sure with that roll, so.
I'm going to... So I can still move then?
Yeah. You have
Okay.
25 feet of
I
movement
will-
and an action. Bonus action if you have it.
I'm going to move towards it with my knife drawn.
Okay.
And then I'm going to try and swipe up at it.
Okay. You do also have the ability to conjure flame to your hand and throw it with conjure flame. Just so you know, if you didn't want to get close to it.
Yeah. Yeah, I figured it'd just be harder to hit that way.
Makes sense.
So I'll just kind of run up and
just stab at it. All right.
and yeah, slash at it accurately.
Let's hope it is accurate.
So then what do I roll for that then?
There should be a button on there that says dagger, but it's an attack roll. It should be in like the middle of your character sheet.
Yeah.
Alright, you run up trying to slash at it. It moves quicker than you were expecting as it dodges away from your blow. Although you're sad because where it was aimed at would have been a nice hit if it didn't move as quickly as you expected. So we're going to start off with that one there. It actually moves to get closer to you as it attacks back. It is going to attempt to hit you. And it is going to fail in hitting you. So, you know, it's quick. You're quick as well, though. You can hear a crunching sound and a siphoning sound to your north as well. Let's see. The Sturge next to you. I'm just going through the map right now, just making sure I have everything. Sturge next to you, Saxon, does attempt to hit you as well. It attempts to latch on. It does. It latches on. I need to not roll this well at the very beginning of the game.
Yeah, what's up, dude?
So
I put a lot of work into this character.
So it does. It latches onto you and starts to suck. You can feel the blood rushing out into it as you do take a total of 9 damage from the whole thing.
I'm out.
Out. Like... Okay. Yananoli, you see a guy, this red creature with giant horns, kind of a nasty-looking guy, run over and push what appears to be a child out of the way, and getting hit and dropped. So that's kind of sad. But you know, the guy tried to do something, right?
Okay.
And thus was the tale of Saxon. Latches on there. This one here starts buzzing after her. Attempts to go down here. Attacks there. Nobody's in the line for that. Yananola, you can give me a perception check, actually. You might be able to see where this one is. Yeah, you're kind of watching the things to the north. You can see a few attacking all over the place, but nothing is really getting to the point that it's like, oh my gosh. Alright. And Vol, you see the one that you were watching? It dives in at the halfling, grabs on with all of its legs, and jams its needle right into the guy's neck and starts pumping, draining the blood very quickly. You watch the guy just shrivel up and fall over. It's still sitting there, just trying to get the last bits of it. I hate to tell you this, Robert. Well, here, I'll finish the rest of them. He's just like, I'm done. I don't blame him.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. Is the one that's south of me still there?
It actually sounds like it's over more this direction now, but yes it is. There's one here, and there's one over here.
Okay, and the halfling is the one that there.
Yes. I'm actually going to move the half so I can fill it out a little bit.
Can I move towards it and still throw a javelin?
Absolutely, you can on your turn.
Oh, okay.
You just said you were observing, so I was making sure you observed exactly what they do.
Yep.
So,
Thank you. Yep.
Gruck, where you're at, you can see a couple buzzing around. They're attacking at people. There's a person running from one currently. You can hear another one to the south, up to the north. They seem to be all over the place as they're buzzing around, but none of them seem to be interested in you specifically yet. There is one you can see up north of you that's getting painfully close to somebody.
They must not like the green blood.
As of right now. They seem to be going after the people that are panicking more so. Yananoli.
Yep. So looking at these two south of me, actually up there on the north, that crumble stuff, is that where Thor's at? Or I mean, the thing that I don't recognize?
Yeah, that's where Thor's foot was at. It is.
Okay.
He's since stepped up and he's moving. I mean, it looks like they're moving in slow motion because they're so huge.
Gotcha.
But they are. The two creatures are still clashing above you guys as this is all going on.
So these two south of me, is that a little kid just on the other side of this barrel?
No, actually, that is a woman that you were probably talking to for a bit. She actually from the crew that you were talking to. She's leaving the crew, and she's trying to find a replacement cook to take her spot. But she was procuring some goods for the ship. That's what most of the barrels are that you're surrounded with right now. So,
I guess I do want a good reference from her, so I will make my way beside her and take a swing at this guy right here.
alrighty.
Maybe not.
Not quite. I'm wishing you guys were rolling like me. Alright, so you come up and you swing at it. These things are fast little bastards, though. They just whoosh right around you. Like it's nothing.
Oh, but you asked.
What? Oh, I thought I heard something in the background. Okay. So, it doesn't seem to pay much heed to you, actually, as it's actually diving in at her more, and that's where you missed. Yes. You were trying to get in front of it, but you just barely missed on that hit. Is there anything else you can do this time?
Other than to scream at her to run.
She looks a little too terrified to run, but she is trying to scramble. Like the whole backwards crawl thing.
Gotcha. Now I got a whole lot of nothing right here.
All right.
I'm also just taking a look at that chick running the opposite direction of me. Is that other, what'd you call him, Sturge, chasing her?
Yes, but she seems to be staying just ahead of it.
Good.
As of right now.
All right.
Gruck, it is your turn.
I think I'm just going to approach the creature chasing after the lady as it's running away. I'll raise my battle axe and swing for its back.
Okay. We have officially had no hits yet, so.
Except for the dead, what's his face? Saxon.
So, yeah, you. I was talking about from the party. You come and you swing at it,
Good job,
and it just kind of flies up a little bit, and your axe just passes right underneath it as you do attempt to attack it. I was forgetting another thing. There is a guard there, who does pull out his bow.
Yeah, I was actually gonna turn that up a bit ago.
And he will let loose an arrow. At least one of them is dead.
Hooray for NPCs!
All right.
Good work.
Save the day.
Well, that would have been Ben's character. So he does take off a shot there. Does drop one of them, and the people are still screaming and running. Thankfully, on this one. This one actually does run away this way. This guy runs this way. She's dead. She's dead. She's dead. All right, this one here. Running right towards the person with the knife.
Oh shit, is that me?
Yeah, she's running right at you. Obviously trying to get away from the Sturge, not towards you to like attack. She has no weapon. She's just like panicking NPC. Yes, they just keep moving around. Alright. Vol, it is now your turn.
Well, so that one that was attacking the halfling's dead, right?
No, actually. The one that was attacking the halfling is just pulling off the halfling. The halfling is dead.
Oh. That was the one directly in front of me, right? To
Yeah.
the. Oh. Okay. Can you ping it?
That's another
real
soul.
quick?
Yeah. Another soul for the afterlife.
Oh, that.
Are you allowed to go there?
Okay. I'm going to move over to there, and then pull out my greatsword and try to strike it down like a baseball
Alright.
into the ground.
Baseball style swinging your broadsword. And you actually connect a good hit. Actually a very good hit. You're, this is like Babe Ruth style. You come up, you point, and then you just swing, and yet you're able to chop that thing right in two as it falls over, well, falls down. Very dead. However, with it, there was quite a bit of blood that it had sucked up. It's like the bottom part of it was filled with the halfling's blood, which is now also sprayed all over the barrel and ground and the halfling himself on his outside.
Ah.
Not his inside, where it's supposed to be. Saxon, go ahead and make
I'm
me
at 0. I
You're at-
have. I have an action, right?
0. You hit 0 exactly, or you're at 1.
Yes, I'm at 0 exactly.
Then you are unconscious and you are in the process of dying. So you do need to make a death saving throw.
Damn it! I thought we got action still.
Good try though. A for effort.
All right. Where's the damn death saving throw? Oh.
You do make your
Alright.
first. You do make your first death saving throw.
Yay!
So you're on the fast road of recovery. 2 more of those and you will be okay. You know, but 3 fails and you won't be.
Why don't you zip your lips? All right.
I'm just a DM. I gotta explain all the options here.
Or you could shut up.
I could, but ask Kayla. That never happens. Thorn. Do you have your sound?
Yeah, okay, so this lady's running towards this direction. And
Yeah,
there-
she's
I
running
heard
away
some
from a
suck-
sturge to the south, but there's one actually currently attacking you.
And then I heard some sucking to my north.
Yeah, you heard some sucking to your north.
Feeling luckier, I'm going to again attempt to hit the wings of this insect.
Okay. Go ahead. Alright, you're much more prepared for its speed. You aim a little bit ahead of it, and you're able to hit right through the wings. You slice 2 of them off, and the thing just falls down, splatting to the ground.
It's dead.
It's dead. You still have your movement if you'd like.
Okay. I'm going to tell this lady to follow me. I'm gonna head up towards that. Where's that second thing at? Is it just right up here?
Right there.
I'm gonna go check that out.
She is much more prone to follow you, just watching you down one. So she will end up following you on this. So go ahead and move your character, and she will, on her turn, start following.
I'm moving up here. Or over, right over here.
You can actually get on top of that box if you wanted to.
Oh yeah, I'll do that. I'll jump up here. Boom.
It takes 5 feet of movement to move up there, so yeah, you're good to get all the way up to there. You can just right up it. Where you can actually clearly see quite a bit more. You're about 8 feet in the air now, so you can see over most of the tent, the market stands here. But you could definitely see the one sturge down there sucking away. The guy is all but dead. He was a wee bit larger of a fellow, so he had a wee bit more blood to suck out. But he is not currently alive still to enjoy said sensations of sucking, apparently. So that guy, he's still finishing up there. This one's finishing up there. This one has finished and starts to move off of Saxon and moves on.
Valiant sacrifice.
I still have more blood.
You do, but it got what it wanted from you. Alright, he comes up here and he latches onto this guy here. This is down by Vol. Attack of down to the left side of you. There's one, he comes up and he's latched onto him. He's getting ready to plunge his sticker into him. Attack of opportunity. Gruck, as the one does leave, pursuing the female. Still oblivious to you.
Hot damn.
You swing, you just barely miss. You're pretty sure you took, if it would have had some hair, you would have just given it a haircut. Like, so close on the hit.
At least I'm fanning the sweat to dry off its ass.
Pretty much. Flies over here, gets in there. Gets over here, gets in there. Comes around chasing that chick still. And that's their turn. Nobody's oh, no, they're right there. I almost forgot the one next to Yanali. It does latch onto her, but it hasn't started sucking yet. It's still trying to initiate the grapple well enough to get it, so. But because you're sitting there swinging behind it, it's not able to get a good clean latch right away. Yananoli, it is your turn.
I yell at him, hold still, you got a bug on you. Take a swing.
Hold still, I got this! And you indeed do, as you slice very cleanly, taking all but the exact little legs that are still pierced into her a little bit off, and now the barrels are covered in Sturger blood. But, you know,
Perfect.
she's at least safe, so, as it is dead. You still have your movement speed, if you wanted to move.
I think I will move up towards where everyone else is running. I don't know why they're running that way, but looks good to me.
It's one of the 3 exits from the marketplace, so.
Just in this general direction. I'm out skis.
Gruck.
Oh. God, am I still within range of that sturge?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Then we're gonna try this again. Attack him with the battle axe.
Looking like
Maybe
one of
I
those
should-
kids just chasing the road. Ah! Not getting much progress on the hitting part of it, but you are keeping it moving forward, fanning its wings at this point. Yeah.
So proud.
The archer moves up, takes aim, and shoots one down the way that's chasing a person. And people panicking that one. Going to hide behind the archer.
I'd miss any worse. This lady's gonna think I'm trying to kill her.
Yeah, probably. Good chance of it. Not really. She's running from the thing that she's already knows is the thing trying to kill her. The lady that you told to follow you, Justin, or Thor, sorry, that's your character, goes running past the things, saying, "There's a new one!" as it's still chasing her. And that's it on their turn. Vol.
I want to do a. Do I need to roll a perception to see what's around me, or I'm just
Go
gonna look around and see?
You know there's one that just latched onto somebody over here. You're pretty sure that was the one that was down south of you before.
Okay. What's my range for a javelin?
It should say it under the description, but I believe it's 20-60, which means 20 foot you throw normally. If you're throwing over 60 foot, if you're throwing over 60 foot, it's disadvantage.
Okay.
Or up past that, up to 60 feet. Sorry.
I am going to.
You may want to double check that, just because I'm not 100% sure on that.
Oh, okay.
30 and 120.
30 and 1 for a javelin?
Yep.
Okay, so anything within 30 feet, you throw at normal, and you can throw up to 120 feet at disadvantage. Anything past 30 foot.
Okay.
Must be the spear
So-
I'm thinking of.
Half my movement. You said 30, right?
Yep.
Okay. And it's this guy, right?
Oh, yeah. There's
Okay.
one on him.
I sheathe my sword and I run towards him and I pull out a javelin and I give a big heaping throw with all my might
Okay.
towards the creature.
Oh, yeah.
You lunge it. It sticks, goes perfectly right through its body, pulls it right off the guy, and sticks it right into the ground. The scourge is still attached to your javelin, but the javelin's stuck in the ground now with it on it, like a shish kebab.
Sweet. I
You
dig it.
still have 15 feet of movement, too.
Do I see anything else in my line of whatever?
There is another one from that direction. You can see up here. That's leaving a dead body.
And I can't do an attack again, right?
No, but you can move its direction at least. Like, that's about the best you'll be able to do right now.
Okay.
And Pink?
So I moved.
Oh, go ahead. You moved 15
Okay.
already. So you got 15
Yep.
feet left.
Yeah. Hold on.
Okay.
How do I? Hold on. I'm gonna go back to where I was. I'm gonna. Okay. Change. Okay. I'm just gonna go here.
Okay. Try to get a little cover.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Saxon.
that'll be my turn.
Alright. Saxon, give me a death saving throw. And I'm glad it did that. I was going to say a disadvantage for trying to get my wife to get you to get me to back off of trying to kill you. But that's all.
I have no idea what you're talking about. That's just crazy.
Wife, Pink says to stop trying to kill him.
Okay,
Sounds like
technically I
Thor's
did do that.
foot is gonna start to smash somebody right now.
Well, so you have one death. Oh, actually, that's a negative. That's a 1. So that gives you 2 death saves right there.
Oh,
So you have 1 success save and 2 death saves.
Looks like I'm gonna be rolling a new character.
Game 1, dude.
Dude, not even game 1. Like, we haven't even met the party yet.
This happened to me in a
That's
game, dude. My
pretty
first character, I run in there. I'm like, I got this. I hit a guy, and the next guy just walks up and killed my character. And then was so mad at me,
Yep.
proceeded to actually kill me. But yeah,
And
so
thus the vampire has his revenge.
yeah, pretty much. So 1 success and 2 fails. So we'll see how this goes for your character, Thorn.
Okay, so I see this one that's still latched onto that body, and then I see this other one
Yes.
that's
The
running
one
after.
latched onto the body,
She's
you're pretty sure is going to delatch and move this turn. Like, it's finishing up right now, but there is one that is actively pursuing her. It is, from your vantage point, you could easily conjure a flame and throw it at it.
I'm going. Yeah. I'm gonna conjure a flame and throw it at the one that's on the. That's latched onto the body.
Okay, either one will work. You should have, in the same place where the dagger was, you should have a conjure flame button. You throw it down there, it lights up, and it shrieks as it does start crisping up and shaking and falls over, fattened but roasted. Surprisingly, it is not a very pleasant smell.
Alright.
Probably
Does
needs
that have
some
a movement
seasoning.
speed?
What?
Does that have movement?
You absolutely still have your movement.
I'm going to move in front of her and ready up my guard.
Okay. Alright, so ready your guard. It will focus on you more then. It does come swooping in. It's actually going to go right past you and go right to her. And latch onto her, but as it's passing you, you do get a attack of opportunity on it. You have a dagger in hand, so you can try to slice at it.
Alright.
You were ready for it this time. Again, it's coming. You just expertly bring your blade up and catch it right on the bottom, using its own momentum against it, as it just slices right down the middle of it. It falls over on the other side of you dead. A little bit of bug guts on you, but, you know, nothing that's not worth a kill.
With the chill.
I just skip that. Okay.
I got a quick question.
Latches on you. Yeah?
Do I need to run and pick up my javelin if I want it back, right?
Yes. Although,
Okay.
moving past it is just an action to grab it. It's already part of your movement action to grab it, so it's not
Okay, good to know.
direly important thing, but yes. Starts
Okay,
draining a
thank
life
you.
there, undoes. Not that person. Sturge.
Is this something?
I'm not down where you're at right now. Hold on a second.
Okay.
Latches on. Latches on. Alright, what are you asking?
Is
that's,
this something?
that's a person who's
okay.
crawling on the ground, literally, terrified.
Okay. All right. Just making sure. Thank you.
Not a problem. The one is moving, actually towards her, and diving down and latching onto her at the moment.
Okay.
The one next to you, Thrall, does latch onto the woman that it's been chasing.
What do you call it, Thrall?
Gruck. My apologies. I'm still used to
Damn
Thrall.
right.
You'd be honored to be Thrall. Alright, Gruck.
Does it actually move from that location?
No, it does not. But it's still technically in that space. Because it doesn't actually... Oh no, it doesn't say it attaches to it, so yes, it does move. So you get an attack of opportunity as it tries to attach onto her.
Yep, that's what I was trying to argue for.
I understood it. This time you're sitting there like, wow, and you just lunge forward a little bit and are able to cleanly swipe right through it, slicing it in half horizontally. She gets sprayed with bug guts. She doesn't seem to care because she's still running. But you are able to down it, finally.
Gotta change those colors, man.
Yeah. Alright, Yananoli.
So I hear what sounds like a little girl screaming bloody murder north of me. So I start heading that way and take a swing at this Sturge that's attacking this lady as I'm passing by. Or a crit.
Alright, so as you're running past, you see this Sturge landing on her, and like mid-stride, you just base no effort whatsoever. You put your you twist your sword a little bit, give a little flick, pops the thing right off, and as it is, you're just bringing your sword right through the, and it just explodes. There's just nothing left of it. It just straight up explodes. Because of your awesome ability there.
Yeah. Seeing as I'll just continue
nice.
the rest of my movement to see what that was screaming above this tent and see this guy just lying on the floor bleeding out, apparently.
By the way, have inspiration for that one there.
Sweet diggity.
So, I did tell you about inspiration in my game, right?
You get to roll extra for being RP?
Yes. But it can be for anything. But the only thing I'm doing different is you have to use your inspiration. You have to give it to a different person. You have to inspire another party member. You can't use it on yourself. So, just trying to see how that does. If that doesn't work after a few gaming sessions, we'll go back to the normal way. But as of right now, I think it'll be interesting. Alright, Ruck.
Let's see here. If I'm not mistaken, there is a Sturge right here with somebody pinned up against a stall.
Yes, actually, it just attached itself to that person.
I am going to get as close as I can, which unfortunately is out of reach, but I will
For your axe.
still... Yes, I will still attack it with an extended hand as vines begin to emanate from my fingertips at the Sturge.
Nice. You still don't have a full grasp on this ability as you're doing that. You come just short of it. Like, so close to hitting it. So close. Just not quite enough.
That's all I can do.
Nice.
Alright, another crit. The archer takes a step back, like as he's doing that, he just shoots, goes right through the thing's head. Just perfectly decapitates it. Stares, falls one way, body falls the other. The guy's relieved because it was about to attack him. And it's on to the people's turn. By the way, as you were running past that opening section there, Yananoli, give me a perception check. I forgot to say that earlier.
Perception.
That's
I'm a little
actually
blind.
good. As you're, actually, it's pretty obvious on this one. As you're running past, you kind of glance down where everybody's been running. Although you're noticing people aren't actually running that way anymore, as you see a creature crawl out of the ground that is skeletal, and it looks towards the people, and another creature comes in a beam of light in front of it, and the two of them start duking it out. the reason it's a 7 even catches all that is because they're coming from the ground shaking itself, and every blow that they have even causes sparks of light and dark to emanate from them, as this obviously celestial and obviously demon character are fighting.
I'm guessing with the 7, I have no clue who they are, though.
No, not a clue past that. You do have the clue that you do not want to be involved in that fight, but outside of that, no, you have no clue past that. A knowledge religion check might give you some more insight on that, though, if you wish.
Knowledge. Yeah, ooh. They're both -1.
Well, you might as well. You're not 100% sure. You do know that the one's a demon, the other's celestial. But from what you're looking at, it looks like the celestial might be slightly outclassed. But you're not too concerned about that, if that makes sense. It's their fight, not yours, so. And with that, the people that were running down that way, turn and start running the other direction. Because that's a pretty nasty looking fight over there. This guy is going to attempt to get away from that thing. This way. She's gone. She's just gonna keep running right off the screen. And apparently she was my tracker for that. That's pretty much everybody that's moving. Okay. Alright, Vol. The one is latched
Alright. I'm going to move toward my javelin, which is right next to that lady.
Okay.
And as I grab it, I am going to grab it and then also pull out my greatsword and turn around and slash at the creature sucking on that lady.
Okay. And just for future reference, you'll actually do the attack first, and then pull out your spear.
Okay.
But that's
My apologies.
a purely mechanical thing that honestly really doesn't matter to me. I just letting you know.
Yep.
So yeah, you come through, you slash your sword, just right through it again. Thankfully, just killing it in one clean swoop. She seems very relieved as she's actually trying to stand up to run now. And with the momentum of the swing, you just grab your javelin and pull it out. So you have a javelin facing backwards in one hand and a greatsword in the other. Thankfully, you have a high strength, so you'll have to put down the greatsword or the javelin in order to attack. But you know that's all good. Do you have any other movement speed to make? I'm trying to draw out Saxon's possible death on this next turn a little bit.
Why? I'm kind of curious.
Let's see, how far did I move? 20
looks
feet?
like 20 feet. Yeah.
I will just head back the other way 10 feet, and then can I sheath both weapons, or?
You can sheath one of them.
I'll sheath my javelin,
Okay.
and that's it.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right, Saxon. Death saving throw.
Do it. Do it. Pink. Read my shirt. This will give you some inspiration.
Drop. Give me 20. All right. So you are 2 successes and 2 failures. Your next roll will define what happens to this character. Your character is trying to decide, is life worth
I'm gonna
it?
use the restroom. I just have to think about what's gonna happen. Oh yeah, for the record, that will end my turn.
Okay, I assume. Thank you though for the clarification. I appreciate that.
It's
I
not
mean, like,
ends his turn.
use a few human actions, but I'll pass. So,
Are you sure you don't? Are you sure you don't want to role play laying on the ground?
gurgling up some blood. I mean, if I had some photo flow, we could figure it out. I'll be right back.
All right, Thorn. You have taken care of all the ones you can see immediately here. You do see a half-orc charging and bringing vines out of his hand. A spell you do recognize as Thorn Whip, a druid ability, but he's wearing armor, so that's kind of strange. But he did try to stop the Sturge down there, but missed. You can also hear another one buzzing down in that grouping section down to the south. You can't quite see because of your angle, but you do see one diving in earlier at somebody. So, you're muted, I think.
All right, I'm going to first start by moving. I move 25 down towards this
Okay.
Sturge.
Okay.
Then can I still like conjure or do another
Yeah.
produce flame?
You can do that and throw it at.
Oh
him.
yeah, I'll do that then.
All right.
Yeah, so I'll produce flame and then throw it at the Sturge.
As you're moving, heat ignites from your hand, and the fire bursts out as you use the momentum, throwing it pitcher style straight at the thing. Gruck, you're sitting there. Your vine misses it. As the vines are coming back, you see a fire come out of nowhere and just whoosh, hit the thing as it bursts into flames, falling over dead off of the guy.
Yeah.
Gruck is not feeling very
Oh.
useful right now.
And yeah, that'll end my turn.
Alright. So the Sturges start moving around, chasing after people again, latching onto people where they can. And there's actually not that many left. The Sturges. You guys have mostly finished them off. Alright. Yanonoli.
Alright, I'm gonna keep moving up towards this little girl that seems to be screaming and bleeding out up here. Would it take a full action to try to medicine check it to try to make sure it doesn't die while swiping a coin purse from its hip?
Yeah,
Or Troy.
Actually, technically, they're both the same exact action, so you'll only be able to do one or the other.
Ah.
But
I'm
there
gonna
is a
have to go
coin
for the
purse
coin
on
purse.
there.
And then it died.
How big is this coin purse?
I don't know. How big is the coin purse?
Here,
Saxon?
Pink.
Wait, me?
How big is the coin purse on your character?
Not very.
It looks a little light then.
Alright, I'll
Unless
try to
it's full of
medicine check
platinum,
it.
it's probably not worth it.
Would I know enough to be able to help somebody being a cook? I don't know how hard it is to heal people.
Cauterize the wound.
He doesn't
I
have
don't
fire
have
actively right
fame.
now. Yeah. You know enough to at least attempt it. You've done things before. You've stitched up, turkeys, while cooking
All
them.
right.
So at least you can give it a shot, and it's enough. You are stabilized, Saxon.
Hooray!
So you do stabilize them. As you're doing that, though, you're kind of looking around, and you do notice that not only is this coin purse there, but there's actually goods left on all these shelves, too. All the things.
Sweet.
There's a few coins spread out, a few items that might be of interest. So that is something you can keep in mind. There's an
As I
apple.
do this,
Some apples.
I whisper in his ear, "You owe me," and stand back up.
Gruck. Give me a perception check.
Oh, okay.
You do see a sturge, nice and fat, full, pulling away over in here. From behind the barrels.
Oh, good, because I was going to cheat and head that way anyhow.
Oh, good. Well, I gave you a roleplay reason to go there. Yeah.
Can I stand in between the barrels and the stand, or do I need to reduce my movement and just climb on top in
No, you
order
can
to
stand
have?
between them. There's enough room.
Okay. Then, as I'm moving, I will look to my left at the person who threw the fire, and I will say, "Nice throw," as I'm running by, and then I will attempt once again to make use of my thorn whip at the sturge as it's trying to run in the other direction.
And yes, Thorn, you can respond if you wanted to. As
Yeah, thanks, man. Kill these fuckers.
All right. Yeah. You get up there. You're inspired watching the guy just do that. You realize now that this first point in this combat for you that you're realizing you're not alone in fighting these things. And with renewed inspiration on that, you're able to get up there, and your vine whip is able to wrap around that thing. You go to pull it back with the vine whip, and it tightens around it, and it just rips right through it as it just explodes, blood splurting everywhere. So that's a good
Yeah.
thing.
I feel less useless now. That's awesome.
That's a good thing. You, as you're doing that, you hear, somebody scream out in Elven, a curse word. Does anybody speak Elven?
Yes, I do.
Okay. You hear somebody yell, "Shit!" from the, southeast. In, Elven, which honestly isn't really a normal Elven word. It's actually been adapted from Common, but it does come off a little bit more flowery sounding, just because Elven is a very flowery language. So, yeah. This is the point where people are going to start just running to a middle area, not knowing what else to do, trying to get away from things, except for the people that are hiding. It's mostly what they're still trying to do is hide. Okay. Vol.
Is there anything off in this direction?
You see a few corpses of some of the sturge. You see a couple corpses of humans as well, other humanoid races. But you don't see anything outside of a guy running away from that direction.
Okay. Then I will just move my full movement.
Okay.
Right there. And that's all I will do.
You could use your action to do another movement if you wish. It's running, basically. So you can move another 30 feet.
Okay.
Alright. Saxon, you're still unconscious. Thorn, the
Kind of
commotion that
perception
all
check
seems to be
towards
left
that.
right now is all seeming to be to the east.
I will head east then. As fast as I can.
If you're doing your movement, running, that'll be 50 feet you can move then. Alright.
And then, yeah, that's my turn.
One of the sturges goes over and latches onto somebody there. The one over here pulls away as he has just drained this guy, who is now dead. And I think that's all the sturges left. I don't see any others. So I'm gonna have it go over here, this direction. All right, that's it. Yananoli.
So how unconscious does this fellow laying here look? Like,
Well-
he has his eyes open?
He's alive, but he is not conscious.
Oh yeah, I swipe the purse. And then make my way down here.
Then Saxon, eliminate the gold on your purse, on your character sheet, and tell Yananoli how much is in there. You are unaware of who took it though, because you are unconscious.
All right.
This will make for some fun inter-party communication later on. Brock. You can see a halfling being attacked down your line of sight. A sturge is just latched on to him.
I will head straight in that direction, and let's see if the magic in my fingers is still there.
It is. You get it around it, pull it off of him. As you're pulling it off of him, again, this one seems to explode as it comes off. The vines just tighten around it, and it does die. That is a good thing. The archer moves forward and lets off an arrow at the last one. Can you actually get up that far? Hold on a second. Yeah, he can get up to where he can see it. Alright, and he will down the last one with a smile on his face. In a moment of revelry, you all are sitting there. Give me perception checks all around.
I'm still blind, apparently.
Okay.
Even the dead guy sees better than me.
Yeah. The dead guy is dead and doesn't see. But
That's garbage. I rolled a 21.
He's dead and mugged, and he still sees better.
you're having vivid dreams, the sound of bats.
I should have teabagged him.
That would have been hilarious too. I say that because two creatures come flying in out of nowhere. Very demonic-looking humanoids fly in from above the buildings to the side and actually grab onto some of the living people and attempt to fly away. Yananoli, you do have an attack of opportunity on the one.
Swing.
Woo.
You
Just hold the sword out as it's coming towards me.
You do. You hold your sword out, and you're able to get it. These things, though, are quite a bit tougher than what you were anticipating. You do get it, but it doesn't seem to take the full damage from you. You're sure it should have done more than that. But it does grab the person and attempts to start pulling away a little bit. It only makes it about this far, and they're not able to make it very far off the ground. Because the extra weight. But they are carrying the people down the path. And the last person remaining is just gonna freaking book it, scared as heck. The other people. Vol, you did clearly see this happening of it come in, and yes, Saxon, you would have actually heard the wings coming in, and that's why you're having the vivid bat dreams.
Fair enough.
So, like giant bat wings. I don't know how else to put it. So, Vol, you do see this happening of them getting drug off.
Okay. Is it my turn or?
It is, yes.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
I am going to move towards them.
Okay.
How far away is that? Oh yeah.
You would be, if you're throwing it at him right where you're at, you would be throwing it through a stand, so it would be at disadvantage.
He's not that high up.
No, he's only like 5 feet off the ground. But you could try to wing your thing right through there.
Why not? I'll try throwing my javelin to hit him.
Alright. And actually, it's not disadvantage, he has 3/4 cover. I apologize, I forgot there's a mechanic for it. So just go ahead and make a normal attack roll. With enthusiasm that's unmatched right now, you're feeling the moment, you're caught up in the excitement of everything. You kind of duck down a little bit and just wing that javelin right through there. It does go.
Hold on, you're cutting out. What'd you say?
You ring that javelin right through the spot. It goes perfectly through the stand. Doesn't penetrate him, but it does cut right through him and impacts into the ground right back here. You get a javelin token.
Okay.
I'm gonna make a javelin token for you and just put it to the ground where you throw it at. But it does hit him. But again, it seems to almost bounce off of him. He seems like he has abnormally thick skin.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, you should make a little javelin thing, so that way I know where to pick it up at.
Yeah.
Because I might forget.
I assume that if you don't pick it up during the battle, that you picked it up afterward. So.
Okay, thank you.
If you want to roleplay it through every time, I'm completely okay with that. But just for future reference, I do just assume you do. Saxon. A lot of blood-curdling screams. This is like a fantastic dream. The imagery you're getting, it's just... You're feeling like this is going to really inspire a new story that you're going to be able to tell at some point. The screams, the bat sounds, the feeling of a lighter feeling about you. Just everything about it.
Because you know I lost a gallon of blood.
And a coin purse.
I don't know that yet.
No, but you do feel lighter and relieved and able to breathe easily right now.
He pooped.
Your pants feel heavy though. No, so yeah, you're coming up with good story stuff. Unconscious. Thorn. You're muted still, I think.
Alright, yeah. So I'm going to run towards the battle here.
Okay.
You have long back. Long as you
You can see
And
these
then-
grotesque creatures that look like they were formerly human attacking.
How far away are they? Pretty far. So
40 and 50 feet.
alright, I'll move up. Can I use my action for another movement? Another 25.
Yes, you can. Absolutely.
I'm going to actually climb up onto this box up here
Okay.
and then stay.
It gives you a better vantage point. That does help. Yananoli.
I'm just gonna step forward a little bit, take another swing at the one that already came at me. Actually, do I recognize what these things are after they've come towards me? I'm pretty close enough to them. Do I recognize there's something I want to kill, or are they something I want to run away from?
Go ahead and give me a knowledge religion check at advantage since you are right in his face.
Religion.
You don't know them exactly, but you've seen images of these before, in the few times you've been at church, most likely stealing things, but you were at church nonetheless. And they do seem like, on the term, tier, one of the lesser demons, but, I mean, that means they are still a demon. It is bleeding from where you hit it, It is wounded, so you know it can be wounded. But you've never fought a supernatural being before, so at least not to my knowledge.
I take another swing and try to finish him off.
It dodges
But
out of the
do
way.
that.
It dodges out of the way of you. You do notice, though, as it moves, while it does seem to have thicker skin from where you hit it, it didn't penetrate as quickly. You're guessing that's actually a supernatural resistance, not actually tougher skin. It is trying to dodge blows, not anything else. Gruck.
I will run forward
Okay.
and position myself there in the center, and the closest of these strange creatures that are grabbing humans, I will throw my whip at in the attempt to slow him down.
Okay.
Nice.
You throw your whip at it, attempting to slow it down with a very good point. It pulls back 10 feet, right?
Yes.
You able to grab it and pull it all the way back to you, dragging the person with it, too, because it's not letting go. And it does take a good point of damage. It does seem to do a decent amount to it. So, yeah.
Quick question.
Yes.
Could I re-brandish my battle axe as part of my movement in getting to this location?
Oh, yeah. It's just your movement during it not even getting to that location. After you pull them there, you can just grab your axe and just pull it back out. It's
Okay, then I
basically a
will
free action,
I would re-equip my axe then with him being in range.
All right. The one guy is going to take a step back and take a shot at the one down the way a little bit, and he is going to hit. You're right there next to it. Still getting used to names. Yananoli. You will notice that, again, this arrow penetrates well, but the wound seems to close a little bit around it. As it just kind of like yanks it out. So it doesn't seem to do as much damage as you think it should have. Alright. The creature is going to... Oh, I don't want both of them. Okay. I'm just trying to throw the person 10 feet back. Just kind of toss her behind him. And he's going to turn and face you. Makes a hissing sound and says something in a guttural foreign tongue. Sounds like there's 2, 3, maybe 4 voices actually overlapping as it at you. If you speak Bissell, anybody that's close enough? No?
Nope.
Okay. It will attempt to claw at you. It swipes at you. You're able to move back, though, out of the way of its attack as the first one attacks at you. And it swipes at you a second time. You dodged the first one with ease, but the second one he brought down low, getting right underneath your armor across your leg. You will take 3 slashing damage from the attack.
Aye.
It's trying to take your balls.
She's trying to move away. He's just like, I'm out. She's trying to get away, but she's not able to. Vol.
Okay,
You are
I'm
down
going.
a javelin, but you can see the creature.
Yes, I am going to move within range of the creature so I can slash with my sword.
Okay.
And pretty much while running, have my sword drawn, charging, and then come with a swift slash.
Okay.
And
You come across swiftly slashing at it, and you actually do connect. It does almost get out of the way, and the tip of your blade does drag across its back as it's there. Again, though, the damage just doesn't seem to be there. But it is definitely hurting. This one is bleeding profusely. Saxon, you're there.
Yep.
Somebody with heals need to give him a heal. All
Yeah,
right.
this is actually kind of fun.
All right, Thorn. You see this all unfolding right here in front of you. The one has been pulled closer with a thorn whip. There's another guy over there that's just fighting. You're still muted. With great ferocity.
I can do produce flame as much as I want, right? It's a cantrip.
Yes.
Okay. I want to. So there's two of those things attacking us, right? The one right in
Yes.
front of us, and there's that one that's fighting.
Yes.
And then, all right. So what I want to do is, can I throw it, or is he in the way, or is that guy in the way?
From your higher vantage point, you're able to get a good throw from where you're at. You can hit it. It's going to be a little bit harder of a shot than normal, but yes, you could do it.
Can I yell for him to move and then throw it?
Yeah, you can yell for him to move and ready in action so that when he does, you can fling it off.
Throw it after he moves.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I'll do that then.
Okay.
I'll just charge up my fireball and yell for Gruck to get out of the way.
Kameha. All right, so you're charging up your fireball. And Yananoli.
I'm not a fan of being between these two, so I just take a quick step back and then lunge forward and swing at the guy next to me again.
Okay. You're able to connect, dragging your sword across it. It is, you definitely have its full attention as it looks at you with aggression and anger. Gruck, there's one right in front of you. It is hissing at you right now. You presume in a demonic language of some sort.
I'm going to move slightly as per the request of the flamethrower.
Okay.
And yeah,
So can I throw them?
I think at this time I'm going to cast Bless on myself and the two that I see nearby that appear strong.
Oh yeah, toss that up here.
Bless is a beautiful thing.
Sure is. It's a D4, right?
D4 extra to hit and to saves. Alright. So that's your turn. The archer readies an arrow, fires it off,
Or that first.
and misses. Alright.
So do I throw them now? When do I throw my fireball? Out the way.
1 second. Passing off a daughter. You can come back and play a little bit, okay, Chloe? Daddy's almost done. Alright, so he goes to shoot off a shot, misses as it just shoots wide on there. The demons looking at you, we'll start off with the one on Yananoli, attacks you twice, slicing at you furiously, with quite a bit of anger in its eyes. And it does actually land both hits, I do believe.
Yep.
So at least the concentration isn't based on you. So
The first one took me down to 1 health, and then the second one used my half-orc ability to bring me back to 1.
Okay. So you were at 1 hit point.
Yep.
Alright. Chloe, I know you're on a very important phone call, but I'm playing a game right now, okay? Alright, so getting back to it. The other one, I'm not gonna forget, is going to look at Vol, who just sliced the tip of his sword right through him, and smiles. The little corner of his lip turns up, even the little blood trail going through there, and says something. Yes, Nazarian, as it attacks you. misses you. Honestly, you just stand there, and it scrapes across your armor, and you're just like, however you want to be. Like, he just attacked your armor twice, literally. And we lost your sound. Daddy's got to wear his headphones, okay? I know. Yes, everybody has headphones on, you're right. You see Uncle Justin? Uncle Justin right there?
What's up, Chloe? Hi, Chloe.
Can you hear me?
Yes, now we can hear you.
Yeah.
So what do you do as he attacks your armor?
I tell him, "You're gonna regret that."
Alright. Fierce.
How dare you scratch the paint?
Bull. It is your turn to make him regret that.
All right, I will pull out my sword. Well, it's already out. Sorry. And while I slash at him, yeah, I slash at him.
You slash at him. Alright. So you decide to make him regret it. You're like, you're gonna regret this. You slice. He just lets go of the person, ducks a little bit. And the attack goes wide. And he, in common, goes, really? Saxon! You're still unconscious. Thorn!
For another hour, 59 minutes, and like 30 seconds.
You better go take care of Bubba. I got her. She'll be fine. Alright.
I'm taking a nap.
You are taking a nap. So, Thorn. He stepped out of the way. Now, before your turn, you would have had the opportunity to throw your fire. I forgot about that. So go ahead and take that action, and then you will get your full turn as well. Yeah, that's Uncle Justin. You're right.
What's up, Chloe?
Alright, so you throw your flame, you miss. It goes right to where the orc was standing, though, so it's a good thing you... Chloe, pipe down a little bit, okay? Thank you. Just a little bit. Yeah, it hits right where the orc was standing, so it's a good thing you moved. And now you have your movement and your action you can do.
I'm going to do the same thing, produce another flame and throw it.
Okay, go ahead and throw it. It's okay, baby. Alright, again, you miss. It just goes a little bit down. You just don't seem to have the oomph it was having before. So.
Alright, so that's my turn?
Yes. Unless you want to move.
No, I like my spot up here.
Okay. Keep your vantage point. Yanonoli. Your one hit point. It's not
Bonus action, I'll take my second wind.
Okay.
10 plus 1.
Not
Pop
the worst
up
roll.
hole.
Not the best.
4. And yeah, what's this fella next to me looking like? Is he still looking good, or do I look
Better
like
than
I'm
the
gonna
other
lose
one
fight?
is.
Oh.
This one, we'll put it this way. You guys, you feel you feel a little worse than he looks.
Okay. Well, I guess I got nothing else to do other than take another swing at him. Yeah, swing towards his head.
Alright. So you swing towards his head. He does dodge a little bit. It doesn't catch him in the head. It catches him across the shoulder instead. But you do rip open a good chunk of flesh there. But it seems to almost seal shut a little bit behind the blade. But
Yes.
it did have a good impact on it for a moment. However, you do have bless, but you did hit, so it wouldn't have mattered. Alright. Who else had bless, by the way? You gave it to who? You as well, John, or did you give it to someone else?
Yeah, me, Yananoli,
Vol.
and Vol. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Vol, you could roll a d4.
Right.
Your other
My
attack
mistake, I didn't
could
use the
possibly hit.
How do you do the D4 again?
/R space D4. Alright, still even with the blessings of the gods behind you, you're not able to land a hit with it.
Okay.
Alright, Gruck. The other orc here, though he's a gray skin rather than green skin, he's looking a little worse for wear. The creature there near him looks better than he does in health-wise. But you also have one right next to you. What do you do?
Alright, I'll cast Healing Word on the half orc to my left.
Okay.
Give him a little boost. Emphasis on little.
Another 3 health?
And then I will
Is that
with
me?
yes.
Sweet.
With my battle axe I will attack the creature in front of me.
Alright. Without Bless, you're able to do it. You're able to strike firmly, although not with quite as much damage as you wish. It does seem to take less damage than it did from your Thorn Whip. But it does take a little bit. It does have another nick across it, bleeding a little bit.
As Defiant, I'm not going to take a movement action. I will rehook my battle axe onto my belt.
Okay. The archer shoots between all of you towards the other one fighting Yananoli. He knocks an arrow and lets it loose, and does land a hit as it scrapes across the surface of his torso. The creature flips around looking at you, Gruck, since you were the one who hit it this last turn. Doesn't even seem to be paying heed to the rest of the people. He slices, throws a claw attack at you. Does a 17 hit you?
No.
You raise your shield just in time to block the hit. It drags across the shield and spins around, continuing, and attacks at Vol with the second attack. Missing as well. Vol just takes a step back, seeing him swinging around. 1/2 step back, misses him, and that part is done. The other one hisses at you, Yananoli, and says just one word in common: name.
Yananoli? Is he talking to me?
What it seems to be doing, he's glaring at you when he says name.
Oh, my name is Yan. Short for Yan Kind Cook. The cook for that ship over there, you see? Pretty important. You don't want to kill me.
I like how you just start carrying on a conversation with the demon trying to kill you. I'm Yananoli. I'm a cook for that ship over there, right?
A little bit.
And
I
he
can't
starts to
believe
attack.
you've never heard of me before. What's wrong with you?
Obviously.
Do
I
you
love
know
it.
who I am?
I love it. And as you're talking, it goes to slice at you again. In the middle of you talking about the ship that you're going to be working for. And it does catch a hit with you there. And it drops you back down to 1 hit point. And at this point, you're aware that it's coming at you with another claw that's seeming to do this every round. And it slices at you. And does land a hit. As it just comes right across the back of your calf. You fall unconscious as it pulls you down. Has a good firm hold on you, too. So, yeah. People are scared. People are running. Vol, you see this happen.
The guy to the right,
Yes.
Yanoli.
Yes. There's only a few of you fighting here. Most of the people are running scared. And one of the fighters has fallen.
I am slightly pissed off with this guy in front of me, so I'm gonna go after him again.
Okay.
So I take my sword and I am going to try more of a piercing with my sword instead of slashing.
You put gauntleted hand on the front of the blade as you go to stab into it.
Do what?
You put a gauntleted hand on the front of it. That's what the attack. Anyway, you go to stab it, and you're able to strike true. You contact it good. You pierce right through, and it just looks up at you. He seems like he's just barely holding on to life at this point.
And I just smile back at him.
Saxon, the room you are in is very similar to what you're feeling right now. Utter darkness.
Hey, question. So he's still on my sword, right?
Yeah, you didn't say you pulled it out yet.
Okay. I'm just gonna hold it in there and let someone else attack it.
Okay. Thorn. You're muted.
I am going to. So this one right in front of me.
Mhm.
He's got this one. I'm going to run up and stab at it with my dagger.
Okay. You get up there and you just come up right there and you just put your dagger, piercing it perfectly right below the rib cage. You can feel it just go in as it's laughing at him. It just and it slumps onto the blade that Vol still has in it. It's slowly falling off, dead, off your blade.
So glad I could help, guys.
Yeah,
It works well.
And then, can I say something?
Yeah.
What a bitch.
Hey, fuck you!
Actually, I think he was saying that at the demon, not you, but it works for both.
Yeah, you know.
So. Alright, Yananoli, death saving throw. Your first death saving throw is successful. The orcish blood in you is not wanting to give up the fight. Gruck, the one in front of you is dead. The other one,
Holy shit! I thought it was the couch.
the other one is seeming to take his spoils, aka the other orc, and is getting ready to drag it off,
Oh,
flying off.
Well, I'm curious. Can I use part of my movement action to grab a hold of Yananoli?
Yes.
Or would that require a regular action?
Since you don't have a weapon in your hand, I'll allow you to do that.
Okay. Then I will approach and run up next to him, and with my action, I will cast Spare the Dying on him.
Okay.
And
Stabilize.
then, as part of the movement, I'll grab a hold of him to keep him from being able to be dragged away.
Are you going to attempt to actually wrestle him out of the demon's hand? You could do that with part of that action. Or wait, no, Spare the Dying is the action. Okay, so you have a hold of him, but yeah.
I'm just trying to provide an anchor so that he can't be
Understood.
dragged away.
Understood. The archer takes the moment to try to take out this one. Only pings off the skin a little bit again. It's looking, from what you were seeing about the one you guys just took out, this one's looking about halfway dead. But not fully yet.
Don't worry, guys. I got this.
Give me a athletics check as the demon attempts to wrangle Yananoli out of your hands.
Oh, yeah.
You're feeling the orcish brotherhood right now. You just no. Not only are you able to stop him from yanking, you have such a firm grip on him that he actually loses his grip on Yananoli, stumbling backwards a little bit from the attempt of it. So, Vol, the
All right,
demon is fully slid off your blade.
And I'm going to charge at the other one,
Alrighty.
and drive my sword into him. What am I doing? Okay.
Oh, by the way, Gruk, inspiration.
Me?
Gruk gets an inspiration.
Oh, woohoo! Okay.
As do you, actually, Vol, for that last, for the whole round of how you were attacking. I like that. So.
Oh, thank you.
I'm sorry, Saxon. You're not feeling very inspired at the moment, except for storytelling purposes.
Hey, I don't know about you, but I'm taking a nap like a champ.
Hey, dude,
Dirt
napping like a champ is an amazing thing. All right, so you rolled at it. You do have blessing still.
Okay, so it's /R space
D4.
D4.
Oh, yes.
With the blessing of the god coursing through you, of the gods, you're able to strike true as you hit into it. Do you attack the same way you did with that other one?
Yes.
All right, so you attack, coming forward. You stab into it and try to press it down into the ground. It looks up at you, shocked. Actually, there is a look of actual shock in its eyes. Surprised at that.
And I say to him, try to heal from this.
All right. So you stab it. It's still shocked, but it did seem to close around the wound a little bit, but not as potent as it was earlier. Saxon,
Can't heal around the sword.
enjoying your nap.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
I'm going to run up next to it, and then is that 30 feet? No way.
You can move
That's
back
20.
right next to Vol. You'd be fine. You can still attack diagonally. So.
Alright, so we'll go here, and we will swing with my sword again, or my dagger again.
All right, you come in. You go to attempt to stab it. It's trying to get off the sword enough and wiggling enough that you just barely miss.
On the wings.
Yananola, you're unconscious.
I have the wings.
Feeling a little bit laid down right now, so not feeling the same sensations you were a minute ago. Almost a little free. Good day on the sea type thing. Gruk.
Dude, I get it.
I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to. There's two people unconscious right now.
No, I'm telling him. I totally get what he's going.
Oh, sympathy. It's empathy. Got it.
Yeah.
Trying to be a pal, man.
This dirt tastes
That's
great,
what
don't
I
it?
bring to the table right now is my empathy for people who fail at battle.
All right, Gruk.
At least I'm not broke.
That was below the belt. Probably where you had the
cheap
toy
shot.
purse.
Get it? Because that's where I used to keep my purse.
Mm-hmm.
Before I move past Yananoli's body on the ground, I will place my hand on his shoulder and say, "Fear not, brother." And then I will move past him, and from this vantage point, throw my whip at the creature.
Okay. You get a good solid hit on it. 3-point damage. And you pull it 10 feet closer to you. It does get ripped off your thing, Vol, but you do get an attack of opportunity as it does leave your range.
Sweet. That's what I like to hear.
Actually, Thorn, you do too. You guys both
Do I get the
attack
blessing with that?
You do still have blessing, yes.
Okay.
So you get an
And I got blessed.
you don't have blessing, but you do get an attack of opportunity with your dagger as it leaves your threat range. Actually, 11
Right
is
now?
enough. That's its AC.
What?
11 is enough. That's its AC. You just barely miss this thing. It is clinging to life by the most bare minimum of
Pressure.
of strings. The archer at this point is frustrated, running out of arrows. So he does draw his blade and runs up, but doesn't get fully up there all the way. The demon turns to you, Gruck, and in desperation, having the same facial look as a cat that you've just trapped in the corner, with about the same amount of ferocity, even for such a little bastard, it slices at you. Although in its panic, it does miss. I believe both hits. You're able to dodge the first one, and the second one you barely get that shield up in time to block it. There's a nice scrape mark right across the front of your shield now.
After he hits my shield, I'm going to lower the shield just enough to expose my eyes and glare at him directly.
Alright, and Vol, it's sitting there fully facing away from you. Not even paying attention.
I'm going to charge up and drive my sword right through its back. And as I do so, I'm going to say, "See you in the underworld."
And very flawlessly you do. You pierce it right through. Gruck, the sword goes between your legs, about 2 inches before your feet, and drives into the ground as you can see the demonic black blood flowing down the blade before he pulls it back out. The creature is dead. The guard starts looking around. Are we clear? Are we clear?
Yeah, we're good. I got him.
Perceptions for anybody
Are
not
those guys to the
unconscious?
east of us still doing their thing?
What the? Oh yeah, they are. But the light glowing from each clash seems to be getting less and less. Which is one of the things you guys would notice on the perception. On pretty much any perception.
I accidentally pushed perception twice.
That's okay. You guys are glancing around. You don't see any other baddies except for those, and you just innately know that this is not a conflict you should be involved in. As their attacks are going, they do seem to be fading out into the ethereal, as you notice the gods above you are fading out as well. The attack seems to be subsiding. Also, with the perception looking around, Vol and Gruck, you will notice that outside of those two, there are no other enemies in the area that you can see.
I would also...
Quite a bit of carnage, quite a bit of destruction, a lot of blood spilled.
I would like to go around and check the civilians, see if any of them are not yet dead that I can cast Spare the Dying on.
That's good.
I'm
Well,
gonna go
you're-
pick up my javelin.
Okay.
All right.
The archer is going to take a step over, place his hand on Yananoli, and cast a heal on him.
What up?
And then he's going to walk around looking to see if there's anybody else alive. It'll take him just a moment to realize, or find Saxon. I'm going to call you my son's name, apparently.
I've been called way worse, dude.
Yeah, Daxton is
Daxton's
pretty
pretty cool.
Alright, and so you'll get 8 back out and only 4 back to you, Saxon. As you're brought back. And he's going to thank everybody for the
What up,
efforts.
Ron?
And he did, by the way. He will thank you for taking the blow instead of the civilian. Saxon, as he's helping you stand up.
A lot of good at
If you want to grab him.
I have
saved
to
a
point it
life.
out, even the dice rolls properly represented the importance of the characters. All right, fun story.
And he's looking around going, well, those of you that aided here, not much I can do. I'm just a low-ranked guard. Let me treat you to a round of ale and some food tonight. Yes? It's the least I can do and the most I can afford. But at least let me take you and celebrate our victory here. And he kind of looks at some of the dead bodies and mourn those that are lost. Send them off to wherever their religion takes them.
I'm gonna walk up to him and is there somewhere we may take these bodies?
Yes, they'll be gathering up bodies, if this is as widespread of an attack as I think, to the shore. To the docks area. They'll figure out where to go with everything from there. Most likely they'll send a burial ship out with this type of attack and damage across the way.
I will begin carrying bodies out to the shore.
Yes. So, if everybody's willing to, I would tonight. I'm off at 6. I'll meet you all at the Red Dragon Inn.
Gladly,
that
sir.
at?
Thank you.
I'm new around here. Where
Oh.
where do we go for that?
Oh,
Yeah.
the Red Dragon Inn is Let me pull it back out. Let's see if I had a specific description. He'll actually pull out a map and hand it to you when you say that.
Sweet.
And he only has one map, but he'll say take a look and everybody can share and you guys can keep it. There is a listing here on the side. Red Dragon Inn is L, spot L, and I'm not sure where L is.
I,
It's been a while
at the
since I've
bottom.
made this. Oh yeah,
South
there it
end
is.
of it.
Okay, so yeah, it's along the shore. It's one of the more interesting shops or places to go to. But all right. Now, Pink, I realize you usually have to go to work about now.
Yep.
Still have to? Okay. So, people will be carrying bodies that are willing to. The carnage is laying all about you all, strewn about, and you have all been invited to a meager dinner, and that's where we will pick up next week. Usually, combat doesn't go quite that long for those of you that are new, but I did want it to be kind of an epic start and a little more of a how do you react to an event that isn't even remotely planned for.
I know what you're talking about. I thought it was boring.
Well,
I made out like a bandit.
the
And
odds
my
were not in your
perception
favor.
Was a 1. I don't even realize it's gone.
Nope. You might tonight when you go to buy some ale.
Probably.
Like an additional round. So, all right. So that's where we will pick up next week.
Sweet.
All right.
Now,
You guys have-
I will let you know, everybody here, you do all level, whether you were unconscious the entire fight or not. Everybody does level up. So, if you need help with that, just contact me sometime this week. I will gladly get on and help you out with that. If not, just go ahead and level up to 2, everybody.
Maybe. Trying to find a place to put my phone so it doesn't look like retardation.
That makes sense.
I can probably do it with one hand.
That's what she said.
Alright, cool.
All right.
Well, this game has started off classy.
Don't all of ours?
I am a classy man. I have no idea what you're talking about.
I do recall one of our campaigns starting off with you disemboweling somebody and using their intestines to spell out your name on the ground. So I do agree with you. Classy.
I spelled it correctly.
That's better than I would have done. All right, so
I don't combat, so
that
just
yeah,
That's right.
All right. This is going to be an interesting game.
I'll
the fighter doesn't combat.
for you.
We gotta love it. All right.
So I can just cuss up a storm right now?
Yeah, sure.
We can go back to talking about the oral trade that you're bringing to the marketplace.
Giggity.
See, I might actually leave that in there. I might actually take that little snippet and put it in the background of you saying that.
That's gonna be the intro. Pink's oral trade.
Saxon oral trade.
I'm good with that.